Welcome to Massage Chair Relief Live, the podcast designed to educate, inform, discuss, and critique the relatively new massage chair industry. Join your host, Dr. Alan Widener, to become a massage chair expert and avoid multiple pain points in your search for the perfect massage chair.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from Massage Chair Relief, and welcome to our massage chair industry update on Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. We've got a bit of news from a couple of different companies, so it will impact you if you're considering buying one of these models. But anyways, just wanted to let you know that Human Touch is discontinuing their Supernovo model. Now, as you know, the Supernovo 2.0 and the Supernovo X are now out, and it kind of makes the Supernovo redundant. So current inventory, when it is over with, that chair will be discontinued. So, or it is discontinued now, but it will be what they call end of life. Also, from Human Touch, they just announced. Okay, so for those of you that own a Human Touch Supernovo, there is a thing called a virtual therapist where you can talk to the chair, have it do the things that you want it to do, but it was not through an app per se. It was through Alexa and through an Amazon Alexa bridge between the chair and the virtual therapist software. Well, now they've created an app that can be used so you can forego the bridge device. So if you got the bridge device was free for people that purchased the Supernovo if they requested it. But now there is an app and right now it's only for Apple phones. They believe in November they're going to come out with the Android version. But now you can download the app on your phone, on your Apple phone, and you can or your tablet or whatever device, and you can manage the chair, run the chair from the app. Now you don't have to worry about the bridge device with the Alexa bridge device. So now, of course, you might think, well, why are you announcing this when they're discontinuing the Supernovo? Well, there's a lot of people that have purchased a Supernovo. It's a very, very popular chair. And that app will work for you if you never got the bridge device or if you just didn't want to bother dealing with it. Now you can download the app, at least for Apple, November for the Android, and you can manage the function of the chair from that app. Now, that app is also it also works for the Supernovo 2.0 and the Supernovo X. And I don't know if the functionality for both those models is up with this app yet, but you can certainly use it on the original Supernovo. So that's a worthwhile bit of knowledge if you have the Human Touch Supernovo. Human Touch also dropped the price of their zero gravity recliner called the Circa. It was originally $39.99. They dropped it down to $37.99. Now, in case you're not familiar with these chairs, now we specialize primarily in massage chairs, right? But some of the companies that we sell massage chairs for also have these zero gravity recliners. Now, Human Touch has the Perfect chair. It has the Gravis. It has the Circa. And I understand they have a new chair out called the Levo or something like that. That's more of a lift chair. But these zero gravity chairs, there's a Savago from the Kozi Ogawa family. Osaki has a couple of models as well. But these chairs are not massage chairs first, and then aesthetics second, which is how most massage chairs are. As you know, massage chairs are not the prettiest pieces of furniture on the planet, but the therapy is fantastic. Well, now they have had these zero gravity recliners like the Gravis or like the Circa from Human Touch or the Newton from Savago, and these chairs are recliners, nice looking recliners, very nice, handsome looking chairs, but they have a massage function secondarily. And so that massage function might be airbags, it might be vibration, but it's nothing like what you have. When I say airbags, I mean airbags on your back. You can't see them, you just feel them when you turn on the chair and turn on the airbags. Now, I've got a zero gravity chair in my bedroom that I bought for my wife for she had some back surgery a couple of years ago, and I got her that for her recovery. Well, I'm the guy that uses it all the time. Of course, it doesn't hurt to use it. You don't have to be in pain to use it, but it's a very, very comfortable chair. And these zero gravity recliners are typically a little less expensive, or in some cases, a lot less expensive than some of the massage chairs that we sell. But the quality of the chairs are great. The comfort is fantastic. It'll fit in any decorum in pretty much any room or office. But anyways, just so that you're aware that that's an option for you if you are more concerned about aesthetics and an actual piece of furniture that looks and fits in your decorated room or space. But you don't get the same kind of intensity of the massage, but you will get some massage. It'll be, like I say, either airbags inflating on your back or on your mid back or low back, or vibration. So anyways, good to know. Anyway, that Circa, they call it ZG Circa for zero gravity Circa. That chair from Human Touch is now priced at $37.99. We also have some Osaki sales right now. Osaki dropped the price of their Kairos chair. I believe it was originally $11.99, something $11,999, something like that. They dropped it down to $99.99, so it's under $10. And the Kairos is a good chair. It's like the High Point, which we used to sell or used to have in our showrooms. We've sold off to make room for the Kairos, but it's kind of an upgraded version, as Osaki calls it, an upgraded version of the oh my goodness, what did I just? Oh, the High Point. Now it's an intense chair. The High Point's an intense chair. It's a very strong massage. If you're looking for a strong L track, it's not a split track chair, but it's a strong L track or SL track. Again, confusion created by the industry. L track and SL track are exactly the same. And anyways, it's an SL or L track chair with a strong massage, nice looking chair. And it has become kind of their go-to high-end S track, or sorry, S. Okay, now it's not the industry confusing you; it's me confusing you. The SL track, it's like one of their high-end, straight-up SL tracks. When you get the split tracks, typically the prices go up a little bit higher because the track technology is newer and a little bit more expensive. Also, Ogawa has a pretty much a perennial. I shouldn't say perennial. It's like monthly sale going on with most of their chairs, if not all of them. And like, for example, this month in October, they still have the Master Drive AI 2.0 on sale for $79.99. But they also include a $3,000 JP Medics NAMI, which is a vibration machine that you stand on. And that comes with the purchase of that Master Drive 2.0 AI 2.0 chair. So that's a very, very good deal. The price alone is $79.99, which is a great price for a chair with that advanced kind of what they call the electronic doctor or the health mate, whatever that device that kind of checks your pulse and perspiration and designs a program for you based on that information. And that chair, now it comes with that NAMI, which is a fantastic deal. All right. And then, and the Fleetwood, the Titan Fleetwood. The Titan Fleetwood is on sale for $59.99, a very good price for a very good chair. It's built in the Rotai factory, one of my favorite factories, and where a lot of chairs are built. And not just Osaki chairs, a lot of chairs like Daiwa and Human Touch and Infinity, etc. But the Fleetwood's a very good chair for the money. $59.99 for an SL track. Strong massage, very strong massage, and a nice looking chair. It's got some nice lines on it, and some of their two-tone colors are very nicely blended with those lines. So anyways, take a look at that Fleetwood. If your budget is in maybe the 3 to 6 range, that's a great chair to look at. And by the way, if your budget is in the 2 to 3 range, there's not a lot of great options at that price. There's a lot of cheap online options for that price, but not a good quality chair. And if you can pay a little bit more, just stretch a little bit, you can get a great chair like the Fleetwood, which is again $59.99. So also, let's see what else we got. Oh, speaking of models, Osaki's announced they've discontinued the Jupiter XL, and they are going to be discontinuing the LE. So there's some great. Those are good models. Like that LE is a popular selling chair for us. I'm not exactly sure why they're discontinuing it, but obviously Osaki's got enough strength to bring in new models that will replace it. But that Jupiter X or the Jupiter LE is a good model. We've sold quite a few of them. We don't have many breakdowns, knock on wood, but that's a good chair. So take a look at that. All right, and now as far as our podcasting goes, as you know, last month we had invited Eric Beattie and Kathy Liu from Human Touch to discuss the new Supernovo X model. That's their big banana right now. And it's a beautiful chair. We have it in a couple of our showrooms, and it's a chair that has a lot of interesting features. It has interchangeable side panels and pads, so you can change the color scheme of the chair at any time you want. It also has the doors that go up now. Now you remember the Oko. The Oko had doors that open up like a car door, like a backwards car door. Then you have the Luraco, which had the doors sliding back, like sliding doors. And now the Supernovo X has chairs that have the doors that go up, kind of like an old like a sports car or something. And those features allow for people who are either elderly and don't have a lot of mobility, or people who are in significant back pain and don't have much mobility. If you ever had bad back pain, and I have, it's hard to maneuver and move your body to do anything. Even just getting out of bed is hard. And so these chairs have now provided these movable armrests, 3 different ways that they move, in and out, side, back to back, or front to back, and up above the head. And so the Supernovo X has that feature. And as I told you, the app that's coming out from Human Touch will be applicable to that. But they don't think that'll probably happen until later this month for the Supernovo X. And again, as I said earlier, the Android version of that app altogether will not be available until November, sometime in November. But anyways, so I got sidetracked. That was our last podcast or our broadcast. Like, we have a broadcast, a live broadcast, which is a video like this. And then we strip the audio and we put it on our Massage Chair Relief live podcast, which you can go to through Apple or Spotify or Deezer. You can go to any of those and find our podcast. Just look up Massage Chair Relief Live, and you can subscribe to it. You can leave reviews for any and all broadcasts, but it allows us an opportunity to reach out to those of you who don't have time to sit in front of a computer. Like sometimes people will send me a video and I've got to sit down. I have to sit here and I really can't do anything while I'm watching this video. Well, a podcast allows you to play it in your car, on your device while you're exercising, walking, riding your bike, working in the yard, whatever. There are things that the podcast is very, very convenient. And podcasts, of course, have become very popular, as you're aware, but they're great for these video broadcasts. The audio version are great for convenience for you, the viewer and the listener. But go ahead to one of those websites and subscribe to our podcast, and you can kind of check out every week, or we usually have something up every week or two that you can listen to. And of course, it's mostly it's all about the industry. And last month, we had, as I said, Eric and Kathy from Human Touch to go over the Supernovo X, but Eric got sick that morning, and so we had to cancel. And I was talking to Kathy yesterday. They're on board for this month, and we're just working out a date and the time. But what I did instead, for those of you that attended, is instead of talking about the Supernovo X to any great degree with anybody, I just basically had a Q&A for people that were on the call. Or on the live broadcast, and I answered questions for them, and we got into some good topics. See, I don't even know sometimes what I need to talk about unless you ask me the questions. And so maybe once in a while we should have a Q&A with Dr. Widener or with someone else in the industry, just a Q&A to ask about questions you might have. Of course, you can do that on all the broadcasts, regardless of who our guest is. I mean, if we have a guest from Human Touch, you can ask them questions about Human Touch. If we have a guest like we had Justin Milne, who is an expert massage chair technician, a lot of questions were asked from him about what can happen to chairs and things I don't even think to bring up or talk about. Or if it's talking to we had we had Dr. Michael Olpin talking about stress and massage chairs and his study that validates the efficacy of massage chairs for dealing with stress and pain and all those things that are obviously devastating to the health of the body without having symptoms. You can be under a tremendous amount of stress, and massage chair will lower that stress for you. But anyways, that was a very well received broadcast, and we had a number of questions from our viewers at that point. So anyways, join the podcast. I will notify you when we have the Supernovo X broadcast scheduled and firmed up, and it should be this month, October 2024. In the meantime, if you want to, again, you can listen on our podcast. You can go to our YouTube channel and see these broadcasts. Our Q&A last month in September was I thought there was a lot of good information covered based on the questions that you asked, and you can go listen to the video, or watch the video, or listen to the audio on YouTube or on our podcast. All right, let's see. I think that is it for the main part of the broadcast. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about massage chair safety. I get questions asked about this fairly regularly, and massage chairs are very safe, but sometimes there are some issues that people have that they want answered to know if a massage chair is safe for them. So first of all, I just want to start by saying, if you've never sat in a massage chair before and you're going to go sit in a massage chair at a showroom like our showroom or any showroom or at Costco or whatever, and you're not used to having massage, you could feel sore after sitting on a massage chair. Now, if you're going to a place like ours where you're sitting on maybe 4 or 5, 6 models, you again might be sore after you sit on those chairs. You might leave going, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of sore in my back." Don't worry, that's not abnormal. I was a chiropractor for 17 years, still am, but I don't practice anymore. And we had massage therapists in the clinic. And you know what? People were sore just from adjustments or from massage from a licensed massage therapist. So what happens is that when you get adjusted or manipulated or whatever, or you get massaged, what's happening is that physical therapy, if you don't mind me calling it that physical hands-on therapy, it kicks up the lactic acid in your muscles. Now, do you know how you feel when you go out and shovel snow for the first time? Well, for those of us that live in snowy environments, you can feel pretty sore. You haven't used those arm muscles all summer long in that motion, and so now you go out and you shovel the snow, and your chest muscle. Well, I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm an older guy. Maybe you young kids don't notice this, but my shoulders are sore, my wrists are a little bit sore. Well, that's the lactic acid that's getting kicked up, and your body will eventually flush it out. But drinking water will help increase your blood supply, increase the flow of the blood, and increase the rate of flushing out the lactic acid. As a matter of fact, if you drink before you go get massaged, you may not have any soreness at all. But anyways, if you feel sore from a massage chair, that is normal. It's not everyone goes through that, but there are a number of people that get sore after sitting on a massage chair for the first time. Now, the second and third and fourth time, or when you buy the chair and you have it come to your home, you probably won't feel sore at all. You'll be so used to it. But I just want you to know that you might feel sore when you're sitting in a massage chair, but that's not a safety concern. I'm just giving you a heads up. And also, if it is pretty sore after you sit in a chair, throw an ice pack on it. That'll decrease any inflammation that may have come up. Now, some people can't stand the touch of anything touching their back, whether it's a hand or a rollers from a massage chair. So there's some people that they just don't like massage chairs. They don't like being massaged, period. And so for those folks, that's not really a lactic acid problem. That's more of just a personal preference issue. So, but anyways, now as far as things that we get asked about, I get asked often about whether children can sit in massage chairs or pregnant women can sit in massage chairs. And you know what? You can. And as a matter of fact, I have a picture of one of my granddaughters. She was, I think, a year old, sitting in a Panasonic, which is a pretty strong chair. And she's a pretty hyper little kid. When we put her in the chair with the rollers on, she just sat there like a zombie. and loved it. And you could see her little body getting rocked by the rollers, but it didn't hurt them at all. It doesn't hurt them at all. They love it. As a matter of fact, kids love massage chairs so much that you might want to, for some of your kids, might want to unplug the chair so they can't mess around with the remote and maybe break something. That's not uncommon. If they're pretty aggressive kids, or they're jumping on the ottoman when it's upright or whatever. I think kids are not necessarily always safe for massage chairs, but massage chairs are always safe for kids. Okay. And kids love them. And you know what, if you can get your kid interested in therapeutic massage at a young age, more power to them. If they gravitate towards that therapy as they get older and become more involved in physical activity, or not even physical activity, if they just become a desk worker for the rest of their lives and don't do a lot of activity, a massage chair will do wonders for their neck and their low back. So anyways, now, is it safe for people that are pregnant? Yes, very safe. As a matter of fact, I've known people that have sat in massage chairs when they're ready to have a child, like 9 months in. And so it's okay for a pregnant woman to sit in a massage chair and be massaged. Now, the great thing about a massage chair when you're pregnant and you're showing is you can lay on your back and get massaged. If you're going to a massage therapist, unless they have a special table that breaks away, or a hole in the middle of the table for your stomach, or I guess your belly. I don't know if it's not your stomach, it's your belly, or your abdomen. Then it's hard to get massaged on your back. So a chair is wonderful for folks that are pregnant. Now, if you have a doctor that says it's a risk, well, then you might want to listen to your doctor. But if a doctor's saying a risk out of ignorance because they've not sat one, or they think it's going to be tough, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you have a medical condition and maybe there's something that's pretty delicate, that your body should not be massaged, well, then you heed that doctor's advice. Same thing goes for people who are dealing with cancer. Now, massage is not a therapy for a cancerous lesion. Okay. If you've got a lump on your back and it's cancerous, do not lay on the rollers of a massage chair. You can lay on a massage chair like you can any other chair, but don't turn it on. But if you've got I don't know, like some visceral cancer or something else that is not related to the massage rollers, you can use the chair. Again, go listen to your medical doctor, your oncologist, to be sure. But we have had patients or customers that have had cancer or are recovering from cancer that use massage chairs. As a matter of fact, we had an elderly lady that just bought a chair from us a couple of weeks ago. She bought I think it was a Kumo from us, and she's local here to the Utah store. And she had surgery secondary to leukemia. And so and by the way, you don't want, if you have a surgical procedure done and it's pretty fresh and the rollers hit that area, don't use a massage chair. Wait till that is healed up. But she had her surgery and she was having trouble sleeping because of the discomfort from the surgery and the dealing with the medicines and whatnot that go with her cancer. This was a year after her surgery. She came in for a chair and now she can sleep. And she could not sleep before. She couldn't get comfortable. And so she has a massage chair now that massages her and she sleeps much, much better. So the massage chair can help. It does not help cancer. It doesn't treat cancer, but it can treat people who may have cancer or a lesion. Like if I've got a lesion on my arm, that's like a skin cell cancer, and the massage chair doesn't hit that area, I can use a massage chair. If you've got like I say, maybe you've got cancer of the stomach or something like that, a massage chair is not going to affect the cancer in a negative way. But again, consult with your oncologist or your medical doctor just to be sure, to make sure that there's not something you should know. And also we have some people, I don't get many questions about this anymore. And I don't know if it's because there's not many people with pacemakers, which I know is not true, or it's just kind of a given that it's not dangerous. But I remember when I first started selling these, and up until a couple of years ago, I had a lot of inquiries about, can I use a massage chair with a pacemaker? And of course, a lot of people, my age and older use massage chairs, and we are the ones who are more prone to having issues with our health. I had a stroke 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and I can use a massage chair with a stroke. That's not a problem. But if you have a pacemaker in, is that a problem? That's a concern for people. And I get it, because there's electromagnetic fields that are kind of working around the pacemaker and coming out of the chair. And is that going to be a problem? Well, there have been some studies about this, and about what they call electromagnetic interference. And can the chair interfere with the electromagnetic field of the pacemaker? And well, they say, and Human Touch actually put out a statement. I'll read it to you. I really like this statement. This is backed by the oldest U.S. massage chair retailing company or distributor company in the U.S., Human Touch. Our products are designed and constructed in the same similar manner as other common electrical household appliances. There is no reason to assume that our products will interfere with medical devices any more or less than any refrigerators, TVs, dishwashers, washing machines, food mixers, or other similar common household appliances, including, I guess, computers, televisions, things like that, stereo systems. They all have an electromagnetic field. But they're minimal. The effect is minimal. As a matter of fact, if you go to my blog and type in electromagnetic field or pacemakers, there'll be a couple of articles that I've written to talk about this and go into some of the numbers. Like we actually measured. I had a device that measured electric field, and it measured. And we used the device around every one of our chairs, and then we used it around the computer. We used it on, what was the other device we used it on? Oh, a computer. Well, when I say computer, I mean like a laptop, and then also a computer screen. And the electromagnetic field was comparable to those other household appliances. And so I would say, unless again you talk to your cardiologist and there's a concern there, but again, I don't know if the concern, you have to make sure the concern is based out of documented data and research data, or if it's just a bias that a medical doctor may have towards massage. But anyways, those have not been a concern. And I know there's a lot of people that have pacemakers or medical implants. I've got a medical implant. After my stroke, they put a medical implant in my chest so they could monitor my heart for atrial fibrillation, because they thought that was the reason why I had a stroke, and they still haven't figured out why I have a stroke. That was 4.5 years ago, and they still don't know why I had the stroke. I think it's because I was a fan of the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know. That makes my whole cardiopulmonary system go wonkers just watching one game where they lose. But anyways, joking aside, this stuff is, I've never had a problem with this. It's a little electric or electronic. It's not a pacemaker, but it's a monitor that they embed in my chest, and I haven't had any problems with it, and nor did the neurologist think I was going to have any problems with it. But these are things that people worry about, and I don't blame them. These are legitimate concerns to be concerned about your health when you're using a therapy, and especially something you're not familiar with. But put your mind at ease. If you're interested, I've got a booklet called 7 questions, critical questions to ask before choosing your new massage chair, and I go into some more detail on that particular topic. And if you're interested in that, just go ahead and email me well, actually, you know what? Just text our toll-free number, 888-259-5380, and you can call or text, but ask for the report and leave your name and address, and if you call or text, and I'll send it to you. But anyways, I think that's about it for this week. I hope you found this video helpful and the information helpful. If you did, please feel free to give us a thumbs up on our YouTube channel, and to help us spread the word about massage chairs by sharing this or any of our videos with your friends and family on your various and sundry social media platforms. And of course, don't forget, if you want to hear the audio version of this or the audio version of any of our interview and informational videos, go to our podcast on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. You can go and subscribe and be notified of everyone. And if you subscribe to our channel, of course, in the YouTube channel, you'll be notified of every new video we put out as well. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Massage Chair Relief Live podcast. Subscribe to this podcast and be notified of each episode. Check out our main website at massagechairrelief.com for much more valuable information on the massage chair industry and marketplace.